My name is Ornella and I run a registered charity called Better Timor. But this story is not about me. It's about a promise I made when I was 14 years old. I grew up in Sydney, Australia. I went to a private school, was lucky to have a great education and had every opportunity in the world. But in 2013, I stepped off a plane in Timor-Leste for the very first time. And what I saw changed my life. Kids hungry to learn, but no resources, bare classroom walls, and sometimes no teachers. There was no chance for them to have a better future. Before leaving, one of my Timorese peers came up to me and said, "Please don't forget about us." And I couldn't. That day, I made a promise to give my education, my opportunities, and my resources to my peers in Timor. Because why is it fair that I get the education I got just because I lived in Australia? At the end of the trip, I took an hour's flight back to Australian soil. At the age of 15, I raised $100,000 and we restarted a senior high school. But I realised something, that building a school wasn't enough because only 2.8% of 18-year-olds could add 699 plus 699. The real problem wasn't just the buildings. As my Timorese friends and stakeholders had told me, it was the education itself, the quality, the curriculum, and the teachers. Note, most teachers had grown up in a traumatising time of war. At the ripe old age of 19, I registered Better as an ACNC DGR status charity. I thought I was crazy, too young, too naive, not a teacher, not an expert. We built a team of volunteers in Australia, over 45 of them, all experts in their field, to help deliver this mission. And today, I live in the rural community of Same, Timor-Leste with my dog, Polly. I sold my apartment in Sydney and left my life behind. But every day I get the opportunity to see what an international standard of education can do. That means kids are fluently reading books in English, solving 3-digit maths problems, and building futures that were not possible before. Our students are growing taller because they get to eat 2 meals a day and have access to safe water and clean toilets. Students run into school every day, eager to learn more, even during their. We cannot accept that where a child is born determines if they get to learn, to grow, and to have a better future. Just 1 hour from Australia's shores, there are children with just as much potential as yours, waiting for someone to believe in them. So, here's my ask. Join us, sponsor a student, support our campus expansion, because education is not a gift, it's a right.